You know, in the old time, there was in Vietnam there was a very clever scholar, yeah? And Chinese always try to do something to degrade our country, you know, and make our people feel like they're stupid and they're less and everything. So they always send some clever people to come to our court, and king court, and always challenge our people for this and that and others. Yes. So one time, just silly stuff, you know, I don't know how can they be so silly. They come and bring a rope about this long. Yeah, very long, longer or whatever, I don't care. Well, this long. And they challenge our court to find a way to make this rope, the string, shorter, but not cutting it. So all the, you know, people are in the court. The king and co will feel really terrible headache. So the king and co invited this clever scholar, but he's very mischievous also. Sometimes he makes fun of the king and the court's people, and they can't do nothing about it because he make in such a clever way, they can't do nothing. So that day, but they don't like him. They respect him because he's so clever, but they hate him because he always get away with whatever he does. And making fun of them, and they can't do anything. I'm going to tell you some more fun story that he made afterward, you know. And now they invite this guy to come and to deal with this, how to make this string shorter without cutting it. He comes, piece of cake. Tell the Chinese officer come tomorrow. I have a solution. So all the king and the court, tell us. Say, no, you know it tomorrow. Cannot tell now. A secret of heaven. You can't disclose secret of heaven. You know, that's normally they say like that. Tomorrow everybody comes in front of all the people. The Chinese official, you know, envoy, put this string on the table. Everybody see. Now you shorten it without cutting it, without damaging it in any way. Huh? That is so silly. I can't believe that the Chinese king would send you all the way here just to do this. Even a 5-year-old kid can know how to beat you. The Chinese court was very offended. Are you joking? I said, no, I'm not. And he called his son, 5 years old, come out. And the son bring a longer rope, put next to it. Here you are, it's short. It's shorter. And this guy, you know, sometimes he make really fun of the king and the court, very much. One time, you know, one of the court fortune teller, you know, because of kissing butt for the king, always say something, this and that and others. One time he said, you know, Your Majesty, you're going to live very, 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 very long life. I'm so happy for our country. We are blessed to have a king who will live a long life. And everybody asked, how you know? And including the king, how you know that? You know, because your nose is very long, you know, longer than your forehead. In the ancient horoscope scripture, a secret scripture that I have, only I have, it says that if you have longer nose, longer than your chin and longer than your forehead, then you will live very long life. The longer the nose, the longer, better. So everybody said, oh, long live the king, and fall down and clap hands and all kind of kiss butt stuff. Except this scholar, he just standing there and laugh his heart out, and he roll on the floor and laughing. He can never stop laughing. Everybody beg him to stop and tell him why he keep laughing. Finally, the king tell him, you tell me now, why you laughing? And he say he laughed because he's thinking of Phấn Chủ. Just like Noah, you know, in your scripture, he's supposed to live 800 score years. Okay, Phấn Chủ also lived 800 years. Phấn Chủ of China. So he was laughing, and he said, "But why you laugh at him?" He said, "Because he lived 800 years, And imagine what his nose looked like. You know what I mean? And he was a normal punctual person. So this is a nonsense. That's what he meant. See, he always make fun of people like that. And the king, and nobody can do anything to him. Because he's so smart. And it's true, logical, you know. Because he's so logical, he's so enlightened, that's why. And one time, you know, the king hated him so much. Maybe after that, or something else that he made fun of the king, I forgot. He hated him so much. The king ordered all of his soldiers, you know, in the palace, go to the house of this scholar. His name is Quỳnh, huh? Quỳnh. Okay. It's a kind of flower also, very nice. Go to Quỳnh's house and just how you say, sitting all over around his garden. He say like, go and sit, so, excuse me, okay, go and pull all over his garden for me. So, okay, he say nothing. Say, if that's the king order, then okay, do it. But he just say, you pull all over my garden. He didn't say you pee, so you cannot pee. Just pull, cannot pee. So, they're really... He said, whoever pee, I will fine you, because that's not the king order. And then you go against the king order, I will tell him to chop your head even. You know, if you go against the king order, you chop head. The king is forget, you know. He said, go and pull all over, you know. He say bad word even. But how can you pull without pee, you know that? So, okay, so everybody has to go and trying to get something to hold the pee in it instead. You see what I mean? So he already prepared it. He prepared like a coconut, half of the coconut shell, and he sell it all to them. Very expensive. Then they had to buy it. Otherwise, what to do? Okay, good, fine. It's not the end, huh? Many months later, he came to ask the audience with the king, to see the king, to pay respect. Because he has harvested some very beautiful, there's some yam, you know, some kind of yam, a sweet yam, potato, sweet potato yam. In Vietnam, we like it very much. And especially very, very big this time, so big, yeah? And so he said he wanted to give it to the king because it's the first harvest, the first yams of all of his. Because you can harvest a little more afterward also. So the biggest one and the first one he wanted to offer to the king as a sign of respect. Oh, of course the king is very flattered, you know, this clever man and come and humble himself in front of me. Huh? And so such a humility and obedience and respect. Okay, now he has learned his lesson somehow. Okay, let him in. And he present a big basket full of bigger than life, you know, yam to the king. Bow to him and everything. And then the already cooked, you know. So the king eat some and immediately give it to all the court officers. He makes sure everybody has it. He know already how many. Everybody has some eaten. Oh, say how good, how beautiful and everything. And then he also brought some tea for them, you know. So immediately they have to eat and make a party right there. So good. After he eats, and the king said, oh, it was really good. Thank you ever so much. And how did you ever be able to grow such a big yam like this in our kingdom? We never found one like this. I said, thank to your grace, your majesty, you tell your soldier to come and pull in my garden, and after that, we just grow right on top of it, and it just suck in all the nutrition, and that's how it becomes so big. Also, he played with words also, you know, because you order it to be big, not too small. That's why all the yam even listen to you, you know, because in Vietnam, when you go to pool, I mean, big business, you know, big, and the pea is small. So you say, it's all your grace. You order it to be big, so it's big. What can they do? They ate already. They even say it's delicious. So all of them so angry like hell, but can do nothing. So I have to just tell him go home. What can I do to him? He do nothing wrong, right? Nothing wrong. All humility and respect. All for the best of harvest. Oh man, that's the guy, huh? Yeah. And another time also, I don't remember how it begins. Just a lot of playing with words is difficult to translate into English. It will lose the meaning and it lost the fun. But at one time also he's short of money, yeah? Because the king are not in favor of him. So even though he's the best scholar in the country, because they have a competition, with the king and all the best teacher in the kingdom to open exam, like that, and everybody, poor or young or old or doesn't matter who can go there, attend the exam. And if you are top class, then you normally could be the prime minister of the country even. But this guy somehow he didn't have luck because he always played with the king like that, so the king don't even favor him too much. So he went home and teach a few stupid kids in his village. Not enough money to take care of his wife or something one time, so he's short of money. So he scrabble all what he has, every penny he has, and rent a boat, go into the middle of a lake, a big lake in the middle of it, and build a little thatch hut right in the middle of the lake. And then he came home and make a big room of everything. Oh my God, I went to that bamboo hut and saw incredible things. Oh my God. Oh, you guys, maybe, but it's better you not go and see it because maybe it's too far. And, who would like to go in the middle of the lake just to see the hut? Maybe you wouldn't believe it, would you? Right? So they're even more curious. Well, of course, we go and have a look, no matter what. So everybody hire a boat, and the boats was very expensive because he hired all the boats already. Take all the boats in his hand already, rent it, and now he charged very expensive. So, and he allow only, a small group of people to go out at the time. Mm-hmm. Because only limit number of boats. One person, one boat to go out one time. Expensive. One person have to pay for the whole boat. Normally 10 people, one boat. And everybody can share $10 each. This guy, one person, one boat only because it's a very special thing. You can't just take too many people. Then you will miss it. You will miss it. It's too distracted. You will miss it. So one person, one boat, and one after another going there. And everybody went there and come back. Say nothing at all to anybody else. And if anybody else didn't see it and asked, and then he said, you go and look at it for yourself. Why ask me? I pay for it. You go look. So everybody, the whole village went there and see. Even the king and the court officers, everybody went there. And then everybody go home. Don't say nothing. You know what is there at the little bamboo house? What is there incredible? Nothing. He just put a big placard in the front of the bamboo hut. The hut has no door, nothing. It's just a four wall and a roof. That's it. Look like a hut, but it's nothing inside. And there in the front side, he put the sign saying, whoever come home and tell another person, you are a silly bastard, you are cheated. You know that? If you tell them, they make fool of you. So everybody went home, keep on quiet because feel it being fooled already. So why tell? That's why the whole area is full. The king and all. Yeah. And he cost a lot of money. Oh. Everybody was so curious to come and see what is in there. He already said, maybe you shouldn't go. Anybody he wanted, he said, maybe don't go. Maybe you should not go. One is expensive, and you know what? You never know. You like it or not like it there, don't go. But the more he said don't go, the more they rush to queue in there in front of his house, in front of the river, the lake, just to get the boat to go out.
But that's a kind of bad karma because he made them miserable.
Ah, Chuck, come on, don't be so serious. He already told them he shouldn't go. They shouldn't go.
Yeah, true.
Maybe you will not like what you see, who knows? But they still like to go. Come on, my God, what a serious girl you are. Relax, it's just a joke.
Good business karma.
He needs money. Huh?
Yeah, sure.
He earned it honestly. He also had to invest in money to make the hut in the middle of the lake. Yes, and he also invested his money to rent the boat. Who knows? He might not even get the money back. See, well, business is business, huh? Yeah, okay. It's not very elegant, but probably at that time, our country was at peaceful time. Scholar or marshal general has nothing to do, so it's also amusement for them, huh? And it's just some stupid king, and some flattering kiss butt kind of officials. So it's okay if we make fun of them. Just have fun. Yes, because maybe the king at that time, supposed to be not very good king. Okay, not too bad, but not too good. It's a peaceful time, and he's spoiled rotten. Of course, king. He wants everything he can have, and all the officers had nothing to do but just tell him how nice he looked, how younger he looked than yesterday, and how dignified he is, and how good a king he is. All kind of talk all day, and such a talented person don't use, you see, and put him into a corner like that, and have no money to spend and to live even, understand? So it's okay like that. Maybe it's a true story. Maybe they just wanted to make fun of the king and the court at that time. Yeah, not because you're king, you're smart, Yes. You're too surrounded by flattering people, not honest. Just to keep their own position and to earn money from the king and from the country, and not doing much good most of the time like that. So they just make the story to make fun of him, yeah, not necessarily true.